Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here and for watching my video. You ever wonder what goes through a dog's mind when they experience freedom for the first time? Like, really think about it. Because what I'm about to tell you will change the way you see rescue stories forever. This is Max's story, and trust me, you're not ready for what happened next. I'm Daniel, and I never planned on becoming this dog's hero. I was just driving down Interstate 40 talking to my wife about what we were having for dinner when something caught my eye. At first, I thought it was a bag of trash, but then it moved. There was a puppy sitting in the right lane of traffic, cars flying by at 70 miles per hour. My heart stopped. I pulled over so fast, my tires screamed. And here's the thing that still haunts me. When I got out of my car, this little guy didn't run away. He didn't bark. He just sat there, looking at me with these eyes that said, "I've been waiting for you." The moment I picked him up, he did something that broke me. He curled up in my lap and fell asleep immediately, like he'd known me his entire life, like he trusted me completely. And I'm sitting there in my car on the side of a highway crying because I couldn't understand how anyone could abandon something so innocent. But the worst part? I hadn't even discovered the worst part yet. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, because this channel is all about second chances, about hope, about the moments that remind us why we're human. Hit that subscribe button right now. This little guy deserves to have his story heard by as many people as possible. Don't just watch. Be part of the community that celebrates these rescues. I got him in the car and started driving straight to the vet. That's when I noticed he was covered, and I mean absolutely covered in ticks and fleas. His fur was matted. He smelled like he'd been living in filth. I called my wife, told her to get the vet on standby, told her we were about to spend whatever it took to save this dog. You know what the vet told me? This broke my heart into a million pieces. This puppy had spent his entire life in a crate. His entire life. The vet could tell from his muscle development, from the way his feet were completely flat, from the way he flinched at certain movements. Somebody had kept this innocent creature locked in a box, probably breeding him, probably never letting him see sunlight or feel grass or know what it meant to run. Who does that? Seriously, who looks at a puppy and decides that's okay? But here's where Max's real story begins. A week and a half later, you wouldn't even recognize this dog. He's running around my house like he owns the place. He's playing with my other 4 dogs. He's stealing toys. He's begging for treats. He's living the life he should have had from day one. But there were challenges. Oh man, were there challenges. The first time I tried to get him to walk on grass, he completely freaked out. He stood at the edge of my lawn shaking, refusing to put a single paw on it because he'd never felt grass before. Think about that. A dog who'd never felt grass. It took us days of patience, encouragement, treats, and love to get him comfortable enough to walk on it. And his feet. Because he'd been in a crate his entire life, his paws never developed properly. They're completely flat. When he walks, you can literally hear them smacking the ground. We had to do physical therapy with him every single day, getting him on uneven surfaces so his paws learn to grip and flex like they're supposed to. First time he slept in a bed? Last night. This dog had never experienced the simple comfort of sleeping somewhere soft. And you know what he did? He curled up right next to me, put his head on my chest, and we spooned. I'm a grown man admitting I spooned with a rescue puppy, and I don't care who knows it. My daughter is obsessed with him. She's in a constant competition with me for his affection, and honestly, she's winning. Every morning she comes downstairs and Max loses his mind, tail wagging so hard his whole body shakes. She calls him her fur brother and has already made him a playlist of songs she thinks he'd like. We did a DNA test because we're all placing bets on what breed he is. I'm convinced he's part Great Dane. Look at those ears. My wife thinks German Shepherd. My daughter insists he's 100% perfect, which technically isn't a breed, but I'll allow it. We're waiting on the results, and I honestly can't wait to see what this guy turns into as he grows. Here's what gets me though. We've rescued a lot of animals over the years. Dogs, cats, even a couple of birds. But Max is different. He has this one-in-a-million attitude where, despite everything he's been through, he's calm, he's loving, he's gentle with people and other animals. He approaches the world with no fear, just pure curiosity and joy. Yesterday, we took him to Home Depot for the first time. This dog walked through those automatic doors like he was exploring a new planet. Everything amazed him. The smell of lumber, the sound of shopping carts, the people who stopped to pet him. One lady started crying when I told her his story. She said, "That dog is proof that love can heal anything." And she's right. The way Max looks at me when I come home from work, like I'm the most important person in the universe, that's something special. That's a bond that formed the moment I picked him up off that highway. He knows I saved him, and in a way, he saved me too. Reminded me why I do this, why I'll always pull over, why I'll always help. My wife tried to play hardball when I first brought him home. This is our fourth dog, there's no way we're keeping him. But she knew. She knew the moment she saw us together that this dog wasn't going anywhere. He's officially ours. Max is home. So here's what I want you to think about. How many Maxes are out there right now? How many dogs are sitting in crates waiting for someone to give them a chance? How many are on highways, in shelters, in situations where one person could change everything? What would you do if you saw a puppy on the side of the road? Would you stop? Would you keep driving? Would you call someone? Drop your answer in the comments because I genuinely want to know. Because here's the truth. Every single one of us has the power to be someone's hero. It doesn't take money or special skills. It just takes heart. And maybe, just maybe, your story could inspire the next person to pull over too. Max taught me something I'll never forget. Second chances aren't just about saving them. They're about what happens when you choose love over convenience, when you choose to see the life in front of you that needs help. That's the moment everything changes.